Jake, just first 3 days in, what's kind of in the mood, and how much carryover do you feel like you've had from the spring?
A lot. The first 3 days, especially these last two, I felt like the energy's been really good. Everybody's bouncing around. We're glad to be back out there practicing against each other, offense and defense both making plays all over the field. I really feel like we haven't skipped a beat since spring, and the energy's been really good. So it's good to be back out there.
How much did the spring help you being, transferring in? How much did that help you?
It was huge. I think it was really paramount in just my development in the offense. Without that, I mean, learning it on the fly this quick would be really tough before the season. And just getting reps in the spring with our coaches and our guys, and just kind of building that cohesion has been really good, and been able to carry it over into fall.
What have you seen out of this group? I guess maybe differences from the spring to the fall so far.
Offensively or just tight end wise? I just feel like we're connecting. Like it's just kind of coming easy. We're hitting our shots, and we're making plays that we might not have made in the spring, and that just comes from work together in the summer, and we put a lot of that in, and it's just kind of carried over. So it's been good.
And then specifically, kind of that tight end room as well. Obviously, going to be a pretty big part of the offense, I imagine. Do you guys kind of take that as a chip on your shoulder that you guys are going to have to perform?
For sure, yeah, we take pride in it. I think with Coach Grimes being the offensive coordinator, he puts a special role on the tight end group, to help lead the offense and make the plays that come to us. And especially with the room that he's built and the group of guys that we have, it's going to allow us to put a lot more tight ends out there, and I think we're going to be able to do a lot of good stuff with our group. So.
Was that something you looked at coming here, or when you made your decision to transfer, knowing that the tight end played that bigger role in this offense?
Yeah, 100%. Just the offense that Coach Grimes runs obviously features the tight ends a lot, and in my recruitment, that's a big thing. Obviously, you want to be somewhere where you're going to get used, and Baylor is a perfect spot for it. And throughout fall camp and spring ball, that's been the case. Tight ends have been making a lot of plays, and it's been a lot of fun playing with these guys.
What are some of your skills where you feel you can add something new to the tight end?
Just experience. This is going to be my fourth year. Drake's another veteran in the room, and I feel like with us two kind of having a lot of game experience, I just bring a different perspective. I think I'm just trying to do my part, and just help out where I can, trying to make some plays. So
3 days into the fall, what are you kind of seeing from Blake? How is he kind of taking command so far?
He's spinning it. Yeah, he's doing really good. He hasn't skipped a beat from the spring. So he's been out there commanding the offense. Really been a good leader. I've seen him step up in that leadership role. Really made it a point of emphasis for him. So he's been looking good. So excited about it.
You talked about it a little bit, but throwing with them in the summer, how much did that help in terms of that connection and getting closer with those guys?
It's huge. Repetitions are the best teacher. So just building that cohesion. You're not going to come out fall camp day one and be hitting the shots you want to if you haven't been working on it during the season or during the off season. So summer's been huge for us. We've been here all year, all summer, working out and throwing together. So you can see it come to fruition these first 3 days of practice so far.
Has this room maybe improved just since you've been here? It just seemed like there was a point where it was kind of thin, but now you guys have much better depth than you did.
Yeah, I think it's improved tremendously. Since I've been here, having more guys in the room definitely helps. I think that's the vision that Grimes wanted to have all along. So just being able to just make each other better, compete with each other, and kind of just split reps and help each other out in practice takes a lot off our legs and just allows us to all get better as a group. Yeah.
Drake, how do you feel that this room in particular is going to really have a key piece to the puzzle this season in terms of making a difference out there?
Yeah, I think this room is definitely an important piece of the offense. I know Grimes, obviously he's a tight end coach. He's going to use us. We're going to be in many different personnels. a lot of 12, 13 personnel where there's 3 of us on the field. So we're going to be required to do a lot, and I think this room definitely has what it takes to be able to go out there and just do whatever we need to do, whether it's run block, pass block, or go out there and make the catches we need to. So I think we'll definitely have a huge impact on this offense and help this team win.
What kind of differences do you notice from this year's fall camp as opposed to maybe last year's fall camp in terms of motivation, excitement, stuff like that?
I think everyone just has that chip on their shoulder. I think last year obviously didn't go the way we wanted, and it was tough, but we learned from it, and we definitely have something to prove this year, really to ourselves and to our fans and people watching. So I think just that extra motivation to go get back to that championship is just pushing us.
How has adding a fresh set of eyes and a new perspective to the room kind of helped you and helped the group?
It's great, honestly. I mean, having another person come in. I know Jake's come in. He's done a tremendous job of just helping the guys out, helping the young guys step into a leadership role right away. So just being able to have him, just feed off each other, the whole room. Everyone just feeds off each other and makes each other better.
Who are some of the younger guys waiting in the wings? Who are some guys that we might see, later on this year or something like that?
There's a lot of young guys. You saw Kelsey a lot last year. He'll be a sophomore, but he's definitely expected to make a big impact this year, and he's been doing really well. You have the 2 freshmen that have come in, Hawkins and Klopp, and they've been catching along well. Definitely made a lot of growth from the spring until now. So I think they're kind of just finding themselves and understanding what this position and what this offense requires from them. So yeah, a lot of growth from the young guys.
You mentioned back in the spring that you felt good coming off that injury. Do you still feel good? Is there any concern with that at all?
Yeah, no, I feel great. I haven't had any issues, thankfully. But I think it's just about me just going out there, playing as fast as I can, and not worrying about what happened in the past and just not being timid. So, yeah, so it's definitely feeling good. I'm glad I'm able to be back at 100%.
Does it feel odd at all being an old man?
At first, yeah, a little bit, because, I've had a lot of great guys come before me. So just being the older guy in the room, it's like, dang, I don't feel that old. But then I'm like, golly, it's my 4th year here. So, but it's a blessing to be able to have a leadership role and kind of help some young guys out. And I know they come and ask me stuff, and it's just amazing to be in this position. Yeah.
Kelsey, Drake mentioned you're going into your sophomore season.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like maybe you're even that much more ready for it than you were a year ago?
Yes, last year being my freshman year, I've always been confident in my abilities, but I was nervous, of course, being just thrown out there in the water to perform at a high level. But now I feel way more confident. I know how to navigate through fall camp, film, practice. I know how the system work now. So I feel like I'm more comfortable in going into this season.
How much did that year help you just in terms of kind of getting used to the offense, getting used to the position, all that?
I say that it helped, of course, like a lot, because a lot of things last year I was getting my feet wet. In the game, I was experimenting a lot on and off the field with what would work best for me going through a college football season. So this year I feel like I'll be prepared, and I plan to get better each and every year.
Obviously, that big game against TCU, you kind of broke out there. How big of a role do you feel like you'll play in the offense this year? Do you think you'll run it like you did? I think you had a rushing touchdown there too. Do you think that's going to be kind of a focal point for you?
I say yes. I don't want to say a lot of stuff, but Grimes has, based on what we've done last year and the fact that we have more people in the room, we're more versatile now. He's more comfortable with putting us in a lot of more positions to make a lot of unique different plays. So yes.
How do you think it kind of helps out the offense be more prolific than it was last year?
I feel like us being more of a threat in the receiving game will help the receivers get open more. And because when eyes on us and the receivers, I feel like our offense is more dynamic.
What have you learned or taken from Drake, just his leadership or just helping you with the position?
I say he teach me a lot when it comes to perseverance and pushing through hard moments. In the summer, whenever he see me, slacking in workouts and everything, he always was next to me, pushing me. And, since I came here looking up to a guy like Drake, anything he say to me, it's like, I know he'll work too. So if he work and he tell me to, pick it up, then I'm gonna pick it up too.
It kind of opened up some opportunities for you, but did you hurt when he hurt? last year when he got hurt, that kind of thing? I mean, it
Yeah.
did open up some chances for you.
Yeah. Of course, I never want a guy in front of me to go down and that make me, shine more. But I love Dre like a brother, so him going down hurt me too. Because I've been there a few weeks prior, so I knew that pain he felt. So of course, when he got hurt, it hurt me too.
Just to kind of get him back, bring in Jake, like, what do you make of the depth of this room? It just seems like, all of you guys can really play.
Yeah, I'm getting more and more confident in everybody in the room, especially spring. So bringing Jake in and a few more freshmen and us expanding the room like we did. Practice, we more fresh. In the games, we'll be more fresh. Instead of it being 4 or 5 people sharing 26 reps, it's 9 of us. So I feel like it gives us the ability to play more green and give it our all instead of trying to save energy for the next play.
Having your position coach as the offensive coordinator, that can be kind of a blessing and a curse.
Mm-hmm.
Is he hard on you guys?
Yeah.
His expectations are really high.
Yeah, his expectations is higher on us than anybody in the room. So what he always say is, if his tight ends can't get right and making a lot of mistakes, how the rest of the offense go. So he want us to lead the offense, in everything we do. And yes, he's really hard. He harder than us than anybody else, I feel like.